Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod. Welcome to part 117 of Gran Turismo 7 on the PlayStation 5. We're going to do more weekly challenges. Got a Sunday Cup Classic, got a Japanese Clubman Cup 550, Honda N1 RS1 make, Nissan GTR Cup, and World Touring Car 900. Okay, so Sunday Cup Classic, you know we can literally just get in the Valkyrie, get this out of the way as quick as possible. I just realised I have not got any water in front of me. That's brilliant, so I'll have to get that right here. Why would you go there, you stupid bath? It's so slow. Getting around there. I mean, you know that's going to be the thumbnail of this thing overtaking the Samba boss. It has to be, right? This thing is insane in the acceleration department. Not as insane as the Tomahawk, but still insane. Because this is technically a road car, and my throat's going brilliant. You know, this is why I have water when I record these. We're doing 220. Insane. Remember I used to record in this view here, and I got a comment of someone saying, "Thanks for recording in this view. I really like it, and everyone else records in this view." And then I started using that view. I do like this view, to be fair. It depends on the car, though. I don't particularly like it in, like, this car. That's the issue. And I know some people also don't like it at all. That's kind of the issue as a whole. We're actually... Oh, they're up here. We might actually lap one of them. It's took them that long to do a single lap? Jesus Christ. Polyphony, how long did you actually expect people to race? Did you not expect people to just pick this? What are you doing? Samba bus trying to kill me. Clean race bonus, I would hope so. Right, I'm getting the thumbnail of that. Okay, let's move on to the next race, which is Japanese Clubman Cup. So we shall pick you actually, because this one hasn't got a design on it. So I shall get a design. But before I do a design, I do want to do a quick little thing at the start of this. I'm gonna have to lean down here and pick this thing up. That's gone brilliantly well. Hang on, let me actually get the thing. This, even though it's broken, this is my 360. It's my elite model from like 2000. When's it from? When was it made? It was made in November 2009, so there you go. That's when this thing was made. And the faceplate on the front of it's just completely destroyed. Also, the disk drive doesn't work. Why am I bringing this up? Why am I bringing this up with Gran Turismo? Well, I've said that on the Forzas, I want to kind of at one point go back and play a bunch of the old Forza games because I really did like them, and I kind of want to do it with Gran Turismo as well. Well, you know what? I may as well show you getting the design as well while we're here. While I'm talking about that, but yeah, if you didn't know, there was like a soft mod for the 360 came out. Well, probably about a year ago when you guys see this, but it recently got an update because it was taking like 40 minutes to like. Let's get a design. Yeah, it was taking. You know what? We're gonna get the one from what's it got from Too Fast Too Furious. Anyway, yeah, it was taking like it took like 40 minutes to like do the update or to do the. It's called bad update. That's why. But no, it took like 40 minutes to apply the soft mod. Wasn't persistent, so you had to do that every single time. It was only like a 20% chance of it working, right? So you had people like literally leaving their 360, like as soon as they'd have it, they'd leave the 360 on. I thought the game had frozen then. Yeah, they'd leave the 360 on, hope that it wouldn't crash, like I just thought that the PS5 crashed there. And yeah, but now they've got a thing where it's like it still can fail, but like it works quite well. Like most of the time. So I've actually got a USB stick here with the soft mod on it, and we're going to see how that goes, because then it means I can actually go back with the old Forza discs that I have on the 360. And oh god, that was not good steering. Yeah, for being a professionally tuned car, it does not handle well. It's drifting. And bear in mind, I have traction control on 5 when I do this, so that says a lot about how much power this thing really does. I mean, let's get it from like this angle. You might be able to see. I mean, these corners are a little bit better, but like, I think this thing just has a bit too much power. Well, I know you're trying to follow the racing line, but come on. Be smart. Realize that, like, someone's trying to overtake you. Yeah, this car is terrible. It does not handle very well at all. I don't really. I hope it's coming across on camera. Like, yeah, it's not a very fun car to drive. Where's the start finish line? Here it is. No, that's not the start finish line actually. Oh, it's round here. That's why. Get past this NSX, please. I mean, I have the power, but yeah. But yeah, that 360 is how I recorded a bunch of the earliest videos on the channel. And I simply haven't touched it since about, like, I want to say about 2020. Maybe even earlier than that. That's the problem. I will actually need to check and download a... I need to check the dashboard on it before I do bad update, because it needs to be on the latest dashboard. It should be on the latest dashboard, but it depends when I last actually powered the 360 up. Because I think the last thing I recorded on it was Need for Speed Carbon. So, yeah, that might actually... It should be on the latest dashboard, but I also didn't really have the thing connected to Xbox Live for ages. So, yeah, that's fun. That's also going to be a really fun thing of, like, you know, I can never connect this thing to Xbox Live again. Once you do that, because Microsoft still for some reason give a shit about banning people that modify Xbox 360s, and I understand why. Like, if people are messing about and all that, but, like, you know, like, why do they actually care if people are modifying 360s from 20 years ago at this point? And they're not using it to, like, hack all the achievements and all that. If they're just using it to play a bunch of games. I mean, if there's one thing I'm going to do, don't ask me why I'm going to do it, but I am definitely going to get that Avatar game that just lets you get 1,000 gamer score in, like, 5 seconds. Because I could never find a copy of it back in the day. I might actually, like, let's play that just for, like, because I'm sure the vast majority of people that have, like, owned that game got it for, like, the 1,000 gamer score. And then, like, never actually... you know, played it. I also kind of want to play the Simpsons game. I played it on PS2 back in the day, but PS2 version's a completely different version of the game. Oh no, yeah, that's the other thing as well. When you hack it, you can, like, do things with the original Xbox emulator. Like, there's a bunch of games that were just never made available, but they technically work. And a bunch of games that don't work, but, like, Forza Motorsport 1 works. The Need for Speed games work, and that's good for this channel because, you know, I want to, you know, well, I do need to play Underground and Underground 2. And Hot Pursuit 2. I don't know how I'm going to do Hot Pursuit 2, because Hot Pursuit 2 is one of those kind of weird games where there's multiple copies of it. There's, like, the version that's on the original Xbox, the PC, the GameCube. I think that's it. Don't think it was on PS1. But yeah, it's on those various things. And then the PS2 version's a completely different copy of the game, but it's a better version of the game. So it's like, I might just play both versions of it on the channel, to be honest, when it gets around to doing Hot Pursuit 2. Right, let's do the Honda one make, and we already have the thing sorted for this car. The other thing I need to definitely remember to do with the 360 is make a note of all the games that I actually have on my account. Because I have a bunch of digital games on there that I don't really have a note of. Come on, get out the way. Polyphony with the really exciting race here. Oh god, that actually... well, that was a little bit of excitement. So I almost flipped the damn thing. Oh god, I want to get a clean race bonus. Oh, so you cut me off? Awkward. I better not have hit that green one. I'm going to be annoyed if I hit that green one and it counts against me. This is 4 laps? What the hell? 2 minutes a lap. Thought I was going to flip the car over again. Ain't wanting those bump strip things. Right, we're going to stay on this side. But yeah, I almost thought the 360 was dead the other day. Because I plugged it into my power strip. And it gave like a red light on the power light. And I was like, oh no, it's actually dead. Because I haven't powered it on since I did Need for Speed Carbon. It's like, oh no, it's actually dead. And then I plugged it into like 2 other power strips and the light was orange, which obviously means standby. And I was like, oh, well, it's not actually dead. It's just that power strip's dodgy as hell. And I think that power strip has been pretty... It's a surge protected power strip, but I think the surge protection on it was like gone. Because like, whenever I plugged my laptop into it, and turned it on, my desk here, because it's a movable desk. It's one of those ones that goes up and down. Standing desk, that's a technical term. Although I can't stand with it because it's I don't have the cables to actually allow it to go up. It's basically the height where it's a waste of having it plugged in, to be honest. But yeah, it's a height adjustable desk, and whenever you whenever I charge my laptop on that power strip, it would like basically flash over here as if like, oh, power surge. Because that's happened before when there's been a power surge. It like flashes for a few seconds. Because it's like, that's like the boot up sequence of it. And it's like, oh, well, that's... But I kind of ignored it because it's like, well, you know, it never affected the computer. It never did anything like that. So... But I've replaced that power strip now. So we shall see. When I plugged the... Because I would have done it last night, I would have tested it, but, like, the NFL was on, and I was like, I can't be asked actually, like, plugging the Xbox 360 in and doing this soft mod while I'm trying to watch the NFL. So I didn't. I have to say, though, that the game... I think I've mentioned this before. Did I mention it last week? I don't know if I did or not. I think I mentioned, like, 2 weeks ago, like, that the NFL was coming to, like, free-to-air TV in the UK, finally. I mean, it kind of already was. The London games were, and the Super Bowl was. And I think, like, I can't remember if it was or not, but I think there was, like, one playoff game. But, like, this... And, like, decades ago, I'm on about, like, the 80s. This is, like, when the NFL really became... Well, I wouldn't say it's popular, but it's, like... It's a thing that people know about, obviously. Like, if you ask people about baseball in the UK, they're not going to be able to name a baseball player, right? And to be honest, if you ask people who Tom Brady is, a good proportion of people probably aren't going to be able to name Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes or anyone like that. But it's a growing thing where it's like the most popular US sport, I would say. I would say it's more popular than basketball. At least on TV. And I know people say, well, who cares about TV? But this is the point, right? So, like, finally, you got, like, a weekly free-to-air game on UK TV. Granted, it's on like the channel that like is lowest in the ratings every day, but it's something, right? And they kind of went for this whole like not kids, but like family vibe with it. They tried to put like this game show around it, and it's like it did not rate very well last week. But also the game last week was Commanders and not Dolphins, because it was Dolphins yesterday. Who the hell did the Commanders play in week one? Whoever they played in week one, it was a terrible matchup. Okay, I can't have that. I can have this though. I need sports tires. Why? If I change the sports tires, does it lower the PP? Yeah, not enough though. Maybe sports hard actually. Let's try sports hard. Why? Okay, that makes no sense to me, but okay, that'll do. Right. Whoever the Commanders played, who did they play in week one? For God's sake, it was... Oh, the Giants. They played the New York Giants. It was a terrible matchup. Yeah, so the... And there was also another game on, like, after, and I can't actually remember what that was, because I didn't actually watch it. God, this thing does not steer very well now. With these tyres. But anyway, yeah, they had the Dolphins and the... I've actually... Who the hell did... I managed to forget what the game was last night. That's actually embarrassing. Yeah, but... I'm actually trying to go through the teams now and work out who it was. It was... No, it wasn't the Eagles, because the problem is I actually ended up watching the Eagles-Chiefs game, and that was the thing. So it's like, I technically watched two games, and I've managed to forget what the first one was. How have I managed to do that? That's actually embarrassing. But yeah, they had... Oh, Dolphins Patriots, that was it. Yeah, it was Dolphins Patriots, and both teams went into it like losing the first game, and it started off, and they basically the Patriots were up like 12-0 by the end of the first quarter, and it was like, oh god, this is terrible. And then it got worse for Channel 5 because CBS's broadcast managed to have severe technical issues to the point where, I mean, I might just put a brief clip of it in here, because I very much doubt I'm going to get copyright claimed based on how bad it actually was. We'll see. I probably haven't done that, but because, you know, it's Gran Turismo, but yeah, it was bad. God, this other guy's got really far ahead. Turn. There we go. But then somehow, like, the game basically became like a really, like, because no team had like good defense, it actually became an entertaining matchup because everyone was just scoring. Oh yeah, but when I say like the broadcast was bad, I literally mean like they went from like they had no commentary for like pretty much an entire quarter, and there was bits where like the feed was just completely like cutting out, going to a blue screen, like picture rolling up the screen with like a black line, and it was like, and it wasn't just like, oh, this was a UK thing. Like there was people complaining on the US from like on the game thread. It was bad. So it was whatever was happening in the US was being replicated here. It was pretty bad. Anyway, so I imagine that has not helped the ratings. If anyone was sticking with it, it was not good. But then the matchup actually became entertaining towards the end. Turn. At least this is 3 laps. I know it's a longer course, so that's the problem. And then we got the World Touring Car 900 after this. So that's probably going to be like 15 laps. But yeah, I enjoyed watching the NFL. Yes, just a bit awkward that like it was a bit weird because like because the Eagles and Chiefs games was on, and there was so many people on like the game thread on Reddit basically saying, I want to watch this game, and Fox is forcing us to watch the Cowboys and the Giants because it went into overtime. So like only the two teams' home markets actually got the game from the start, and the UK. It was very bizarre. kind of wish I could have saw the Cowboys Giants overtime, but it was also very awkward for Channel 5 as well with the with what was happening with the picture breakup and all that, because I honestly thought they were gonna like leave the game for a sec. Well, they kind of did. They did a whole bunch of the game show stuff while they were trying to fix it, but they were a bit. But also they did just like also just completely play the feed with all the technical issues for like what seemed like 10 minutes. And they only sort of went back to the studio when it was a commercial break in the US. But yeah, I kind of feel a little bit sorry for Channel 5 because they had like this they had this cricket game that was supposed to air before the NFL, like an actual England cricket match, and they only get like 2 of them a year, and it got rained out. So they had a game that was like the cricket match had weather issues to the point where they like couldn't actually show it at all, because a cricket match, like, it has to be like 4 hours or whatever, and it has to end before a certain time. So there was a certain point where it was like, this is like that specific version of cricket that was being played. But like, yeah, it was like that happened. So they were like, oh well, we can't actually show this because it's not gonna have enough time. Brilliant. And then, so what was supposed to be a decent lead into the NFL didn't happen. And then they had an NFL game that had so much technical problems due to the weather in Miami, because it was raining over part of the ocean and where they were sending the satellite signal. Wonder what car I'm going to pick for the last race though. Probably the what is it, the Mazda. Yeah, this thing has way too much power for the corners now with these tyres on. I need to remember to change the tyres at the end of this then. Here we go. Finish lines up here. Please tell me I got the clean race bonus. No, I didn't. I don't know what I hit. Because I definitely didn't go off the track. Right, where's this stupid race then? Was that it? Yeah, it was the Nissan GTR Cup. Okay. I didn't think it was. Okay. Racing softs. There we go. Can't use the car in that. Why did I do that when I need to go up there anyway? World Touring. Oh, actually, I should probably check that. It's on the main menu, isn't it? Round 2 is on the 2nd of September. Or the 22nd of, or the 20th of September, I should say. Right, winners campaign. I'm going to enter this because it's kind of worth doing. You get a free car. Basically, just pick someone that's got like the biggest win ratio, which is this guy. It's who won last time. Submit the predictions. Thank you. Right, let's do the Nations Cup. I mean, again, he's got the same thing, so we shall pick it. It's just in-game credits. Okay. There's not even a car. That's a shame. What actually is it? Just credits or what? Like, I need to know this. No, you do get the winning team's car, and you get a version of the Porsche with the winning country's livery. Okay. Well, that. I know, like, this is completely like you can't enter it now that when I post this, but like it honestly, when these show up, it's worth doing. Right. We need a car. Do I normally like use the F1 car or something for this? What do I actually use? I don't know. Do I use this? It doesn't look like it's got. Or did I use the Valkyrie that had like more power? It was like basically 900 pp. Oh, that's a shame. Because I sold that, didn't I? Well, I'm going to go on fuel. And I can't use that view. That is absolutely ridiculous. Come on. Oh, hit that thing there. Yeah, I just forced him to kind of go off the track. Get out of the way. I didn't realise how fuel efficient these things are getting because look, it's at 9.3 laps. And if this thing keeps going up, it's gone down, but you know. I might actually just be able to win from. God. That forced him off the track. Actually, that says 9.8. We'll see. I don't think we will get the fuel that high, but... Come on. I think the regenerative braking, like, on this track really helps. Oh, well, I've scraped him there. Oh, come on. We might actually have enough fuel. That's in 7.6. Okay, thanks for almost pitting me. Apparently 18 seconds behind first, but... I don't think we are. Oh god. Just saw him go around the corner up there. Okay, maybe we are 18 seconds or 17 seconds behind first, actually. But presumably they will have to pit. I don't, assuming that I can keep the fuel the same. That's where the pit lane entrance is, if you're unaware. At least I can see them properly. Not amazingly well, and I don't think I'm catching up right now, but I'm very slowly catching up. Out of the way in your Lexus. I was going to say in your Audi, but I'm driving an Audi, so... Say someone's going in for fuel. I get to overtake. So I'm now in third. Which probably means guy in first is going to pit at the end of the next lap. Actually, I just realised this says I have 5 laps remaining. Basically, and then laps remaining is 6, basically, so... I might not actually need to pit for fuel. It's probably a good idea, because I may as well pit for fuel when there's tyres that will need retreading, but... I was 9 seconds ahead. Although saying that, we've already got him down to 6. Or 7. Now 6. I know it's still technically 7, but... I kind of want to see if he goes in for fuel. Didn't break in time. Yes, he did. He went in for fuel. So I shall go in for fuel at the end of the next lap then. Change me tyres as well. You can't... Oh, don't tell me... No, I don't think it is. I was going to say, better not rain. Doesn't look like it. Thankfully. Do I go in for more fuel? Probably. I think the AI will go in for fuel. The guy in second. Where is it? Why is it all the way over here? This is like the stupidest place to put the pit lane entrance. I do have pit lane. Pit lane. I do have wet tires for this car as well. Yes, I expected him to go in for fuel, and I was right. Come on, hurry up. Why can't they fill the car up with fuel as well? Oh, there he is. He's literally there. I was going to say, why can't they fill the car up with fuel while they're changing the tyres? It's probably not safe for some reason, but... You see the, like, I think rain is going to come in on, like, the last lap. Yeah, there's weather there showing up. I might actually lap someone. That's, unfortunate. Because they're just up here. I can see them. They're turning the corner now. McLaren F1? I think it is, isn't it? Yep. That makes me not want to get one. 20 million credits and it's in last place. Probably due to fueling, but... Oh, well, I've hit you. Brilliant. Stop pitting me, God. I just noticed this thing only goes to 5,000 RPM. I could have sworn last time I drove one of these things it was going to like 18,000. Oh. Thanks. You just stay on the racing line, man. Okay, one more lap. Gotta go fuel map 1. So it's either going to be the stupidest idea I've ever had or the best idea I've ever had. In regards to like how much fuel it uses. Come on, I don't think... I was going to say, I don't know if I'll get to these cars up here. I think I will. Yeah, I'm going to catch up to them. Imagine going for that overtake and then this just happens. He probably thought, yeah, I'm amazing, and then I just lapped him. No cling response, I kind of expected that. 500,000 credits, that's what we want. Right, we may as well put the credits in our bank balance. Yes, I'm yawning a bit. Well, stretching, really. Ah, damn it. I didn't even bother looking at what it was because it was an exhaust. Right, well, I've been RobtheMod. Thanks for watching part 117 of Gran Turismo 7 on PlayStation 5, and I hope to see you next time for more. Ta-ra.